bosses in this game that can just hit you with back-to-back-to-back-to-back-to-back attacks without you being able to do anything is not very valid, and it's not very fair. I could understand if they gave you space in between attacks to be able to gauge and, like, reassess and, like, upgrade your muscle memory, but they just don't do that. And I don't know why they don't, but they just fucking don't. They just don't. And it's kind of atrocious. So up we go. So now the facade is broken. Radagon's guise of Marika is no more. Welcome to Radagon of the Golden Order. That's kind of bad shit. Okay. I did not have the correct flask for healing out. That's what I wanted. I did not want to use the blue one. That's very anticlimactic, but okay. I'm not considering that a first attempt. You can go fuck yourself. I'm not considering that a first attempt. You can get the fuck out of here with that. Let's go again, shall we? For real this time? I don't know what that is. Okay, remembered that had an AoE. That's fine. That shouldn't be hitting me. I'm outspacing that every time. I'm outspacing that. Let's summon Latenna for this fight. Bullshit. Can I get a chance to do anything? I can't use any items. I can't use any items. What the fuck? I have to item cycle to get to what I want, and then the game didn't respond to my input. How do you expect me to fight the boss? I think I'd be fine if his moves were not designed with such batshit stupid-ass fucking AoEs. If his moves didn't have those atrocious-ass AoEs on them, I'd be a little bit more willing to give the edge to the game and be like, okay, this is adaptable and situationally learnable. But not when you do that kind of bullshit to me. that's fine. Okay. A lot of range there. More than I expected him to have. A little bit too aggro. Okay, I haven't seen that attack yet. I don't know what that does. Yeah, that's gonna punish me, okay. Okay. You don't get time to do anything in this fight. He's just constantly aggro, he flies all the way across the screen. His moves have ridiculous AoE that are unavoidable. Like, what do you want? I don't remember this boss being very fun. I really don't remember this fight being fun, and now I know why. Because, like everything else in the game, it's just designed to be absurdly broken. It's just... I couldn't roll. I tried. Bullshit. That should not have hit me. I don't care what you say. I was in an iframe animation. That should not have touched me. Period. I metered my aggression there for that purpose. See, does he ever stop doing shit? Does he just ever stop? Can I fucking hit the boss for a change? That was an imperfect roll. I can understand that. I rolled a little bit too early for that particular attack. That's fine. I don't know what that attack is. I've never seen it before. See, all that shit is fine. None of that shit bothers me. That shit does. Had to time my roll very precisely right there. What a stupid boss. Enter Elden Beast. This thing looks really cool. It looks like a galaxial cosmic void in a network of golden nerve endings, but it's also a colossal piece of shit. Neither of the final boss fights in this game are very good. They're kinda trash. But I think this one has more to do with the narration and the story plot. Oh, and it didn't use my rune arc. How awesome is that? Game, come on. Where the fuck is it? Are you fucking kidding me? Are you kidding me? Are you fucking joking? Are you fucking kidding me? Yes, that's awesome boss design from Software. Thank you for that. Because I can entirely see how that was my fault and I was doing terrible in the fight up until this point. Ludicrously stupid. Fucking boss sucks. What a colossal fucking joke. Of course it did a massively delayed one. Couldn't roll. Nothing I could do could not roll. Game would not receive input. Not my fault. What a good boss, dude. But Miyazaki likes to piss in my cornflakes and make shitty final boss fights, so here we are. Turn your attention on my mimic tier for like 2 seconds. Just for like 2 seconds. I should have known. When does Ratigan get poise broken, by the way? Also, why does the golden bullshit appear behind him but has no hitbox? That's stupid. Not like I'm gonna be able to get out of the way, though. That I can roll. Shouldn't have hit me. That's fine. A little bit more understandable. Such a piece of shit. What a dick. When do I get to punish your boss, huh? Like, you see what I mean about this game? Like, when do I get to punish him, huh? I just rolled his entire combo string. 5 or 6 rolls, back to back, literally fluidly perfect. Do I get to punish him? No, not at all. What the fuck? What a fucking joke. Probably should have hit me. That probably should have hit me too. What did I get hit by there exactly? Kinda curious. So, because I press X and the horse doesn't jump, that just resigns me to death. Okay. FromSoft could have made such a better boss fight for the end of this game. And they just didn't. No, he's never gonna stop going aggro on me, huh? I was gonna say, next thing you know, he's gonna fly across the screen and fucking one-shot me. Like he's done, like, 4 other times before. See, he's an absolute bitch. Fuck him. Fight is so fucking stupid. He was aggro on the Mimic tier and then switched aggro to me to hit me with that move. Fantastic. Am I not accounting for the range correctly? I'm trying to compensate for the amount of input delay that these games always have. And because the fight is so finessed and you have to dodge everything at a very particular point in time, you just get fucked because the AoE has to be very precisely dodged. Can I even move out of the fire? Can I even move out of the fucking... Dude, what the fuck is this fucking boss fight? Like, just why is this fight so trash? Like, all the fights in this game just fucking suck. I'm sorry, they all suck. There's like 2 good fights in the whole fucking game. Everything else is shit. Go to the physics, stupid. Big ol' smiley face. Big ol' fucking truckin' smiley face. Mm-hmm. Couldn't jump. Wouldn't let me. I can't tell what attack it's doing, so I didn't sprint. Are you going to give me a chance to get on the horse or not? Stupid fucking crap. Explain to me exactly how that's my fault. Explain to me exactly how that's my fault. What hit me there? I can't see what it's doing. That's fine. Fuck you. Thank God. Elden Remembrance. Thank Christ that's over. Thank God. 5 hours later. The only reason I had the damage output to win that fight is because of Flame Grant Me Strength and the Blood Flame Blade and Golden Vow. That's the only reason I was able to win that fight. Do you see why that fight is poorly gauged? What about a player that's not using the shit that I'm using? What are you supposed to do? It doesn't make sense. That boss does not make sense. It is not gauged with the rest of the game. It feels like I'm fighting it on New Game Plus 2 or some stupid shit. God damn it. Now for an ending that I've never seen before. I'm sorry that got so fucking deliciously salty. I feel like I used up my entire salt card. See, when the DLC comes, I'm not going to be anywhere near this frustrated or annoyed, because I know it's going to be all new, entirely new shit that I've never seen before. Will I get frustrated with it by the time that I fought it probably 40 or 50 or 60 or 70 or 80 times? Probably. But holy shit, dude. Fuck that stupid boss. That fight is atrociously scaled. I want to know the go-to weapon for beating that boss. And if I ever decide to torture myself by putting myself through this game again, I will use that to beat it. Even Melania was not anywhere near that bad. And Melania took me 45 fucking minutes to kill. And it was nowhere near that bad. Yeah. That looks really fucking cool. God damn, she's actually pretty cute. Holy shit. Damn, girl, why don't you pull that witch hat off more often? God damn. I just want to go out and get a plushie of the Elden Beast so I can violently throw it at my wall 90 times. Yes, wife. Oh, hell yes. So this is the ending where we're actually legitimately fucking betrothed to Ronnie? Oh, hell yeah. Worth it. You know what? Worth it! We take those. That's Elden Ring. So, thoughts and opinions on the game. The game itself, structurally, is fantastic. The open world is phenomenal. Has 10 too many dragons for my liking. The inspirations that this game took and pulled stuff from, great. Phenomenally orchestrated, well-designed, great music as always. Some of the boss concepts are really neat. Mechanically, this game is fucking dog shit. It's one of the most broken games I've ever played in my life. There is no consistency to it. Nothing makes sense. Everything is broken and mismanaged and misbalanced. But, on account of that, given that this is FromSoft's first attempt at an open world game, I don't think you can say it's all that terrible, but in some places it's criminally poor. It's very, very frustrating. It's hard to tolerate. When every enemy can hit you once and stagger you out of whatever the fuck you're doing, but you can whap an enemy 25 times in a row and they don't give a shit, that's a constructive flaw. Attacks that are so finessed that you perfect iframe roll and they still hit you, that's a constructive flaw. Enemies that are able to punish you with back-to-back attacks that you cannot respond to, very heavy constructive flaw. And then you have bosses like Melania, where they're just going to give her an uber-overpowered, absolutely ridiculous, phenomenally bad one-shot move, and then call it difficulty. That's not difficult. That's stupid. That's poor design. Learn from this game. Make a better product. Elden Ring, for me, started at about a 7 out of 10. It has now been lowered to a 4. Or a 5. Good day, it's probably a 5. Would the game be more fun to play with friends? I absolutely think so. Embarking on this narrative as a solo player is torturous. I don't think it's very good. At the end of the game, giving the player the impression that they need to overlevel by like 300 levels for the game to feel naturally fair. Like, do I think I would have beaten that way easier if I had 99 in vigor? Oh, abso-fucking-lutely. If I had 3,500 health, yes, that would have felt fair. Does it feel fair at the health threshold that I was at, which even I thought was a little bit extreme? Not at all. In comparison to my damage output, not at all. I feel like I had to abuse and break the game and use the most overpowered shit available to me to be able to even have a shot at beating the final boss. And as I said, I've beaten this game 2 times. This game is a good game. Is it phenomenal? No. It's incredibly exacerbated in terms of quality, and it's mad overrated. Some of the bosses are amazing. I love Melania's second phase. I think it's incredible. Well orchestrated, again, drop waterfowl from it, perfect finesse boss, very good fight. Malekith, very, very good boss fight. And I apologize that you guys didn't get to see a more well-rounded out fight with him, because he's definitely one of the boss fights that deserves it. Gronk, the first phase of that boss, is fucking utter dog shit. Malekith himself, fucking amazing. Placidusax, fucking amazing. Literally, Renala, great boss. Did you do Malekith and Elden Lord on stream, or did you miss it? I did it on stream, Sunshine. It's gonna be in the VOD. As well as an hour of Elden Beast and Radagon. As well as an hour of Radabeast. So, yeah. There's some bosses in this game that I feel are amazing. Even Mohg, the Lord of Blood. I hated the Lord of Blood when I first played this game. I hated him. And it's because I sucked ass at him. I was bad. I was terrible at delayed attacks. Fighting him again on this playthrough, I enjoyed him much more. He felt like a much more well-rounded fight. He felt infinitely more fair by use of the crystal tier. The game supplied you with the shit to counter his bullshit. So you can't really complain about that fight. If the game provides you the necessary tools to be able to get around a gimmick and you choose not to use them and make it harder on yourself, that's your own fault. What other bosses in this game did I really, really enjoy? Radahn. Radahn. Amazing fight. Well-balanced, well-gauged, challenging fight. I think, honestly, Radahn, when I played this playthrough, should have been a little bit harder. And I fought him at recommended level. And I feel like he should have been a little bit harder. So, those are my thoughts on the game. The enemy designs, while cool and very flashy, are very unfair feeling at times, and it just doesn't feel like you can do anything to circumvent it or counter it. And out of all the tools and all the weapons they give you, it doesn't feel like it's enough. And it just should be, and it isn't. Now, that being said, my staff, like my wand or whatever that I decided to roll with and use, the swords that I was using were not exactly entirely up to par. They weren't maximum level, because I went and spent my playthrough investing and dabbling in so many different stats and so many different weapons and so many different playstyles, which allowed me a general air of comfort and familiarity and exploration. So, like, I honestly think this game is good. I don't think it's very good. In other regards. I think it's fucking kinda crap, honestly. It's just, I think it's a very good game. I just feel like it has issues. It has problems. And it could serve from constructive criticism, I think. So I think this game, while being a very good game, is not as glorious as it could have been. And I think From Software needs to take a few lessons from this game if they're going to make another open world game like this. Now, if From Software were to return to the Dark Souls formula, I think I would enjoy it a lot more. But that isn't to say that Elden Ring is inferior just because it's an open world game. I don't feel like it suffers on account of that aspect, but in trying to craft a gigantic open world and trying to make a game that's so long and has so much content in it, there's bound to be balance errors. There's bound to be issues. And I was going into this before with the whip style weapon. The whip has far too much recovery and does too little damage for it to be worthwhile. It's just there's too much commitment to the whip. And I play games like this wanting to rock the most mobile build I can. I like using dexterity-based weapons. I like using status effects. I like overpowering my enemy with calculative strategy. And strength-based weapons don't allow me that, because it's literally just jump, crush, unga bunga. And you just stunlock shit to death, and that's very boring. But when the final boss of your game doesn't feel like it's a skill issue on your end, and it feels like they more so just designed the boss to be ludicrously batshit and unfair in almost every regard, when it comes to swing pattern, aggression, AoE, all this other bullshit, and not to mention the icing on the cake, Elden Beast. This game is great. Is it phenomenal? Fucking hell no. Is it good? Yes. That being said, I will see you guys in the DLC, but that's gonna have to wait for next time. I'm sorry the stream got so salty at the end. I'm likely to cut a lot of it out. I may keep a couple of the attempts in just for the immersive aspect, but just know that I was on Elden Beast for about an hour, and it's not a good boss fight. If it was rebalanced and re-gauged, it would be an okay boss. Is it great? Fuck no. It sucks. They've done far better. They're capable of far better. FromSoft has a higher standard than that, and they should be working to meet that. That being said, now that I can thank you guys properly so as to not fuck you off without a thank you Kai, thank you Masta, thank you both for your hosts. I'm sorry to subject your crew to so much raga. I know you guys live for it, so my humble apologies. I will catch you guys next time for Elden Ring DLC. And Elden Ring DLC I think is going to be a lot of fun, because I haven't seen anything on it. I've stayed entirely blind. I don't know any of the navigation. I don't know any of the enemies. I don't know any of the bosses. I don't even know any of the weapons. I don't know the area names. I don't know how to navigate anything. So it should be a really good time. Until then, I will see you guys in the Land of Shadows.